Can you tell me what autism is?
Autism is a neurological disorder that works on a spectrum of various symptoms, and it basically means your brain works differently from most other people. So, like, I could take longer to process a question, might have like sensitive hearing or like sensitivity to like certain in, instances, like bright lights, for instance. And like that could be an issue, but it's something that affects many people with autism in different ways.
When were you diagnosed with autism? Can
Uh,
you tell me about that?
I was diagnosed at a very young age, so I don't properly remember exactly when. I presume it was around 3 or 4, and that was partly because I showed signs of it during infancy. See, like not speaking when I was until I was about 4 when I was in reception. And, but there were like various signs, signs of it.
What has it been like having to live with autism?
It's been quite a struggle because it like affected me as I was going to school. Like I spent most of my school life with TAs assisting me teaching assistants, and they helped make sure I understood what was going on and like what I was doing, and made sure I kept on task.
When did you get into video games?
It's hard to pinpoint when exactly I got into video games. I would say probably maybe 5 or 6. When I was 5 or 6, when I got a PlayStation 2 or a DS Christmas, and then I also spent most of my life playing on the Wii as I was growing up. So it was quite a number of things, and I played stuff like Sonic Riders on PS2, the various Lego games, but it. I would definitely say around 5 or 6 when I got into video games.
Do you have a preference of single player or multiplayer games?
It really depends on like the actual game itself. Like the majority of the time, I would play single player games over it, like RPGs and that. Because I like being able to control everything. But if a game like has like co-op or multiplayer of that, then I would probably play them as well. Well, like I did spend a lot of time playing games by myself, but on occasion I would probably play with someone else.
Do you have any siblings? If so, do you play video games with them?
Yes, I do. I have 2 siblings, one sister and one brother who also has autism. But I spend a lot of the time growing up actually playing with my sister. Like we would do co-op on the Lego games, which would be more me doing the puzzles than her beating everything up and then dropping out when the puzzles came up. Uh, but there were occasions where I did also play with brother, and sometimes we would or get to play Mario Kart, for instance, and just race each other. But yeah, majority of the time it was my sister.
What's that like playing video games with your brother or sister?
Uh, well, it was actually not that much different from like playing with, with someone without autism. Some, because really how the experience of playing video games goes entirely depends on like who it is you're playing with and what they do.
What games do you like playing?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I do like single player games like RPGs, use maybe a few platformers. There's like over the past few years, I've gone into games like Kingdom Hearts, that's by Disney and Square Enix, and the Persona series by Atlas, that's more specifically Persona 5. But there are a number of multiplayer games that I have played as well, like Mario Kart, as I mentioned earlier, Smash Brothers, um, but it's like various different games I enjoy. Like in case of the single player games, and I quite enjoy those because I it's quite like good to get involved into like a whole other world. Like in Kingdom Hearts, you get to explore like various different Disney worlds, and then in Persona, you get to take on the lives of like a Japanese high school student, then while also being able to fight demons and that. And so your typical anime adventure.
Do you think these games have affected your behaviour in any way?
Well, with Sona, that's quite an anime style series, and with anime and animation, and they tend to over exaggerate like certain expressions to get like emotions across. And I'd say that has affected me in some ways because sometimes I do like exaggerate my emotions, like bring my shoulders down like if I'm like disappointed at something. Sometimes I imagine like a sweat drop going down when someone says something stupid. But yeah, I would say like it has slightly affected my behavior in some way.
How often do you play video games?
Well, how often I play really depends on what game I'm playing. Like with an RPG, those take hours and hours to go through. Like back when I was playing Persona 5 for the first time, I would spend like very long periods of time going through the game, like around maybe 5-6 hours going through, which can be a lot, especially since it's an 80 to 120 hour game. And then back when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3 last month, that's quite a short game. That's around like 40 hours, but that would take like 3 or 4 hours a session. But I do like properly play themselves. Like sometimes I can actually spend days like not playing games at all. I'm just looking at stuff on my phone about other games. But in terms of actually playing them, it really depends.
Has playing video games affected you physically or mentally?
Well, in terms of like affecting me physically, it has helped improve my hand-eye coordination and like making sure my actions with my hands actually affect what's on screen. And then mentally, it does kind of change the way you like see the world a bit. Like I'm not really sure how to describe it.
What are your thoughts on video game addiction?
In terms of video game addiction, personally, even though I have spent like long periods of time playing game, I personally would not say I'm addicted myself, because I do know when to properly pace myself, like when to take breaks and like spend periods of time and like not playing games. But it really depends on like the like external forces around the person being addicted. Like say you're a kid who's addicted to Fortnite. Now you would probably spend like way too much time playing it, like at other instances. And sometimes parents might not stop that properly. They make sure it like they don't pace themselves. But it all really depends on who is involved.
And we're good to go. Well done, Peter.